Good morning. Welcome back for another episode. I'm talking about fasting today. Fasting is something that I've tried before, but it was always something more so along the lines of um, trying to be physically fit. Um, and now, honestly, today is like the first time that I actually felt this feeling in me. I actually felt God calling to me saying, hey, you need to go on this fast. And it's not a Daniel fast, it's not like a very big fast, but it is a fast that I needed personally for myself in order to connect with God on a higher level because I have been feeling more awakened to Him spiritually. And I felt like I needed to skip breakfast. I felt like I needed to just drink a lot of water. Having coffee is okay on a fast as long as it's black. So I had a cup of coffee, black coffee, and then around 2:45, that's when I felt like it was okay for me to have a meal. And I didn't want to overwhelm myself with food. I didn't want to overwhelm my body either with like a bunch of food. So a really healthy way to get back into eating after a fast is to start with something light, preferably greens. So what I did was I just had a bowl of mixed greens with some extra virgin olive oil and some squeezed lemon. And then I had that, and honestly, I was full from that. I cooked myself an egg, but I didn't even eat the egg just because I felt complete already with the mixed greens. So I'll probably have the egg for a snack in a little bit, but yeah, I just felt really complete after that salad. I felt really complete after doing some yoga and doing some calisthenics exercises and ab exercises here in my living room. And I also did some meditating before all of that. And meditating for me this morning, it looked like me breastfeeding because I am breastfeeding right now. So it looked like me sitting on the couch and I was breastfeeding, and I was in complete silence. No TV, no podcast, no entertainment whatsoever on in the background. And it was just me and the rain because it's raining today where I'm at. And it was a very, very peaceful encounter with God. I just felt Him coming closer into my heart, um, coming closer into my mind, expanding my knowledge, and I really just felt this huge awakening inside my soul, like, hey, you need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it wasn't in a way where I was feeling bombarded by like all of these different tasks. It was more of a way of introducing me to these ideas that I never had before, these ideas of creating something new in my life, some new projects in my life. What can I do to expand myself as a person, as an individual, into this world amongst all of these other people? What can I do to create myself into the person, the version that God has always created me to be? Um, what can I do to expand myself, right? Into this beautiful, creative, elevated version that I know I can be that I have seen before, because God does expose to us our highest self, whether it's in dreams that we have or um for me personally, I daydream a lot. Like I used to daydream honestly more so than I do now. And I think that that was because that was like God trying to speak to me, God trying to put this vision of myself into my mind, and it would just be randomly like throughout the day, like, sometimes at work on on my break or something, or um like if I was on the bus or whatever, something like that, like I would just zone out and I would just like think about like, the best life that I could be living. And like that is God tapping into your soul, telling you like, hey, that is possible. And so going back to the fasting, I feel like it's really, really, really crucial to fast so that way we can empty any baggage that we've had about ourselves, any negativity that we've had about ourselves, clear any old energy, really, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Um, and it's really good for clearing out traumas as well, too, because it clears our mind so, so, so abundantly. Like it's very impressive what it can do. Um, and Lisa Bouvier, she's a very, very beautiful minister, as well as her husband. Um, I'm going to quote her on this because I don't want to take her words from her, but she quoted this. And she said, fasting is a way for you to clear out the old. I may be like chopping this up a little bit, sorry. But she said it's to clear out the old for you to expand your capacity. And it was such a beautiful thing to hear because I felt like that was what I was doing. I felt like that was what was happening to me spiritually. And and I mentioned this in the beginning of the podcast episode that I have fasted before, but not with the intention of a spiritual reawakening, not with the intention to get closer to God. It was just, more so to clear out my body physically. And so having the intention of spirituality behind the fast today was what really made it so impactful. And I really just wanted to send this awareness to anybody who's like trying to get closer to God, trying to hear his voice, trying to understand yourself more on a deeper level. This is a huge, huge step in how to do that. So I'm very, very accepting of this experience. I'm very grateful for this experience. Um, and I received a huge awakening from this experience, and I hope that you do too. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.